Hello, my name is Martyr, and this is Let's Play Monsters Ate My Birthday Cake, and thank you for watching. Monsters is what I will refer to it for the rest of the video. It's a puzzle game, guys, with very light layers of RPG thrown in the mix, almost like cake. It has very similar elements to, let's say, like Lily, Child of Geos, where you collect coins and then you can purchase costumes and other items that help you along in your journey, and there is side quests in this game. It released July 2014, and it was developed by Sleep Ninja Games and published by Cartoon Network Games. Now, I'm sure you're asking, wait a minute, Martyr, does that count as an indie game? Well, yes, I'm maybe bending the rules here a tiny bit. But remember that Cartoon Network is the publisher, not the developer. And as far as I'm aware, this is the developer's first game. Plus, none of y'all complained when Jazzpunk came out, and that was published by Adult Swim, which is, you know, Cartoon Network. So now that we're over that issue, let's move along. You can go ahead and get Monsters on Steam right now for $14.99. It's also available in the app stores for about $10 cheaper, so keep that in mind, guys. Now, like I said, this is a puzzle game, but it definitely caters to the younger market, guys. This isn't a visceral, make you question your humanity type of game. It's cute, it's cuddly, and some of the puzzles can be quite challenging, even for an adult. So let's check this out, shall we? I'm going to be playing the game with my keyboard and mouse here. You can play the game with a controller, but basically the controllers are virtually the same. Really, there's no advantage to playing one with the other. Basically, it's whatever your preference is. My preference is the keyboard, so that's what I'm playing with. Under the settings, there's really nothing exciting to talk about here. There is achievements in the game and all that steamy goodness like Steam cards and all that kind of good stuff, guys, if you're into that kind of thing. What you're looking at right here is the 4 areas of the game that you will be traversing through the entire story, and basically what it'll have all the levels. Each area basically has about, I want to say, 20 or a higher number of puzzles. I don't exactly know the exact number, but there is a lot of puzzles, and basically you'll actually be doing backtracking as you collect different kinds of items that allow you to access different kinds of areas, or maybe different kinds of costumes as well that allow you to get different access to different kinds of things. You'll see what I'm talking about here in a bit. There is also a town-like area, which is what I was talking about when I said that it has RPG elements, but I'm not going to touch upon this quite yet, and we'll touch upon it a little bit later on. I just want to show you the puzzles first and what the gameplay of the game is like first. So, I'm going to go ahead and do a quick level that I've already done before. I'm going to do this one right here. This should give you a pretty good example of what all the monsters can do. So, let's talk about what you're looking at here. On the top left, we have my gold coin and a pause button. When I hit that pause button, it basically takes me to a manual, which gives me an explanation of all of my goals for this board, what kind of monsters and basically what kind of items I have and costumes I have. Basically, my objectives are to eat all the cake because the kid's cake was stolen by this monster whose name is Boogan King. So we have to recollect all the cake, basically follow the trail of cake all the way back, basically pick it up off of the grass, put it in our mouths. It makes perfect sense somehow, I don't know. But there's also side objectives like free Little Willis, Little Wayne there. We also have to beat the board in 110 seconds. I'm not going to be accomplishing that goal because I'm going to be trying to explain to you things more than actually kind of you know, beat the timer, as it were. There's also basically an explanation of what kind of monsters, basically their abilities, and it also gives you even a little bit of tiny background on them if you're interested in the lore of the game. Also, this is where it shows you all your items that you have. For instance, I have the Algae Pal Joe, which I have no idea what exactly that's for yet. I just know that it was in the shop and I bought it, and it'll probably be useful a little bit later on. There's also like these little message bottles in the game, which kind of gives you subtext about the storyline and basically talks about something going on in the game. Not exactly 100% sure. I haven't collected them all yet. And like I said, there is costumes in the game that you can purchase in the stores, which I'll show you a little bit later on. And basically, depending on the costume that you get, will give you different kinds of abilities. Right now, none of the costumes I have abilities, but they are kind of cool looking. For instance, I'm a ninja, which is pretty friggin' sweet. Alright, so on the top here are my monsters. I can just kind of click on them, or I can just hit a corresponding number, and I will be switched to them. On the top right is the timer and the amount of cake that I have still to collect. So like I said, the objective of this game, guys, is to collect cake. And each monster, each character has their own unique abilities. For instance, this purple dude who eats berries. Oh, I should probably mention that the reason the monsters are helping is because the bad guys are basically taking everybody's food, not just your cake. They're taking everybody's food. They're screwing over everybody. That's what the monsters are working with you. Basically has the ability to kind of ram things and basically destroy solid objects and also kill kind of bad monsters. So let's go ahead and switch back to this guy. This character right here, our main man, whose name I currently forget. His name is Niko. Wow, like GTA. That's awesome. Niko here has the amazing ability to kind of push blocks and that'll help him traverse through territories. Our bat friend over here has an ability kind of straight out of Lego Batman. He can shriek and shatter crystal, like so. This monster right here, which I do believe is called an Ick, it kind of does this negative ability where it will affect me and I can't use my powers. You can hear that little canceling effect. I can't use my powers when I'm in its presence. So I have to kind of get rid of him and find a way to get to that area, because he can kind of affect me in almost like in a 1-block radius. The bunny character right here, who is by far the coolest looking character in this game, I'm not biased at all, has the amazing ability to dig. And he can go underground, under paths, and get access to different areas that you normally wouldn't be able to get access to. And for instance, he just hit that switch, I killed the Ick now, and I can go over here and shatter this crystal and press this switch. And that'll help my friends over here gather together. Switch back to this character here, and now I have to kind of, that timer, the switch has kind of like a timer, and if I didn't get past off the switch fast enough, it would impale him and I'd have to start all over again. But that's not a big deal, because he can just kind of simply traverse that. Like I said, he can destroy solid objects like so, which gives me access to this piece of cake right here, nom nom nom. And now I know what you're thinking, well, if I were to hit, where is it? I think there is another button here. I'm not sure what it is. If I hit this button, you can kind of get an idea of what the board looks like. And if you look on the top left up there, there is a key. I can't get access to that key, and the reason for that is I have to have a special costume. The sign says, humans that dress appropriately should return later. So this is what I was talking about when I said you're going to be doing a little bit of backtracking as you collect different kinds of costumes, different kind of items, or even different kinds of monsters that can help you access these different types of areas to help you accomplish different goals. So let's go ahead and just finish up this board here. Let's put this guy down here. He'll grab the last piece of cake. And that's the end of the board. Once you collect all the pieces of cake, it's basically the end. I didn't accomplish any of the side goals, but, you know, again, I didn't really have the chance to. I could probably go back and do the under the time now that I know it pretty well. Like I said, there is also scenes in the game, guys, very RPG elements, basically. You'll be reading a lot, basically. And this is just introducing you to the Bat monster and this monster right here. And basically kind of a cutesy storyline, how each monster basically is why they're affected by what King, what the hell his name is called. King, what's his, I did not mean to do that. The big bag monster that's robbing them all of their food. There is also, like I said, stores in the game which you can purchase items. For instance, I already bought all the items in this store, but I got the Algae Pal Joe. I also got a worm from this store, which I already used for another side quest, which allowed me access to that area that we were just in. I also can buy the Monster Cap and the Nike PJs, and basically you can spend the coins that you collect from the board itself to basically buy items. That is the only store I have access to right now. So let's go ahead and do one more puzzle. I haven't done this puzzle yet. I don't have access to this area because I also need another key item right here to actually have this monster join us. He's looking for a, what's it called? The Effervescent Dew. I do not have the Effervescent Dew yet, buddy. But once I get that, he will basically cast down this tree, which will protect it, and then he'll join our party and have his own unique abilities that we will use to traverse through puzzles. One thing I'm not quite sure yet, I'm not sure if you're allowed to choose the monsters that you get to bring in, not at least for the first area. Maybe as you get deeper into the game, I think you will have the ability to kind of select and choose which monsters you bring in. Let's see what these friggin' bricks here do. Okay, so we need to find a way to hold that down. Alright, let's smash that. Fantastic. Now I'll give him access to that. Alright. Why don't you hold that switch down, my main man, so my rabbit friend can grab this coin. And I have to say, the graphics are pretty cute. They're not eye-searing. I don't really get... I've been playing the game for like more than an hour now. Ooh, hey, get back on the switch. Oh, he can't cross his path. Oh, well, that's gonna be a bit of a pickle. Well, that's not a big deal. I can just like do this. Okay, so there we go. And now, well, wait a minute. He can also... let's just see what happens if we go this way. We'll grab that cake. There we go. That'll free my little bat friend right here, and he can sonic shriek and destroy basically everything in his path. He'll hit this switch right here, which will enable him to push this block, which will do what exactly? Aha! Okay, so now we need to grab our rabbit friend and bring him all the way back around. Move out of the way, you lunk. Get out of the way. My rabbit champion comes forth. And he will grab the piece of cake. There is more to this board. For instance, we had to collect all the coins and collect the treasure, which again we had to find a secret key for, which we need a certain costume to get to. And actually, I don't even know where the heck the the treasure chest is. Let me see if I hit that button again. I can spot it. Nope, sure can't. Oh, there it is. It's all the way down there. Basically, you'd need certain kinds of costumes to get access to that. So that's basically the end of the board for there. As you can see, you'll be doing a lot of backtracking, guys. I did collect all the coins, though. Well, I collected something there. I'm not sure what exactly I did. Oh, I did collect all the coins. Okay, we didn't collect the treasure. That's what it was. So let's continue moving along here. I think we're pretty close to the end of this area here. So this area looks like it has about, in total, somewhere around 20 boards, I would say. Let's see. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. It's about 19 or less because of the cutscenes, because cutscenes don't count as boards. So I would say about 15 total in this one area. And of course, they have a very good tutorial system explaining everything to you guys. Niko, careful about the Nav and Bugan. They're called gulags. Wait, the gulag, isn't that a kind of food? They look sleeping, but they're still ready for troubles. If they see you, they get mad brain and charge like Grognar. But gulags, extra dumb, easy to trick into traps, haha, it's so funny to make them toot. Okay, so we need to... Oh, okay. So he just fell into the river. Okay, that's kind of cute. That's adorable. Okay, so we only got access to 2 monsters for this one board right here, guys. Okay, so he needs to move forward and find a way to... Oh, okay, I see. Okay, and then we have him charge his friend there. They kill each other. Then we make him look our way again. Oh, good lord. I got caught on the edge of that brick there. I'm a doof. Wow, I failed that horribly. It goes to show you that sometimes even adults can make stupid mistakes too. Alright, let's try that again. Come on. Come and get me. There we go. Come and get me. Come on. There we go. Fantastic. Now he's... What? Is he respawning? That seems hardly fair. That's okay though, because we did get access to this piece of cake. We didn't accomplish all the goals, again, because you're going to be doing a lot of backtracking. I will say that the game does offer quite a bit of replay value, guys, which is pretty nice, basically, as you kind of collect more costumes, different access different kind of areas. You will basically go back. We're going to do one more puzzle, and then we're going to hit the town. Wait, we need to grab this and then put it on there. These wooden logs basically kind of prevent the thing from going anywhere. In particular, why? Okay, I see. So it's a 2-man switch. Haha. Psych! There you go. He's dead. Fantastic. We got rid of him. Oh, you know what? I probably could have used him to smash that. No, I couldn't have. Could I? I don't know. We'll see. Can he smash this? No, he cannot. It's apparently unbreakable. Let's go over here. Sonic Shriek that. I don't really think there's any more I could do, is there? Oh, I so needed him to break that. Didn't I? I totally needed him to break. Oh, wait, you know what? No, wait. We're not. Aha! No, we're not. We're good. We're good. Alright, so we can smash that with this guy right here, and that'll give us access to this area. Which will give us access to that. We'll switch to our little bat friend right here. Oh, we also need to grab that piece of cake really quick. Like I said, the puzzles aren't too challenging, but as you can imagine, as you get different kinds of monsters and the ability to kind of maybe change your layout, I can imagine that the puzzles would get more complicated very quickly, actually. Maybe not to the point that's going to frustrate you. You know what? Where is the last piece of cake? Where is the last piece of cake? My bunny friend, where is the last piece of cake? That's the key down there. We don't need access to that key. Let's take a gander here, look around. Oh, it's that way. Okay. So we need to hit some sort of switch that'll affect his stuff. Is that what I have to do? Okay, we need to find a way to hold this down. Can the rabbit guy join my friend over here? No, he cannot. So what am I supposed to do here? Oh, I know. He needs to hit some sort of switch so that way I can get over that. So where is that switch? That's for that. Let's look around here. There has to be a switch around here that we're obviously... Oh, there it is. I see it. Ah! Alright, Barry dude, get out of the way. I see it. I see it. I see you, tricky. I see you, trickiness. That'll give us access to... Oh, okay, so that's once again, kind of like a 2-for switch. You gotta kind of use all your monsters in combination here to kind of traverse these puzzles. So there we go. George! There we go. We got the key now. And I do believe we don't even need him to go. Oh, we can just grab this treasure, though. Oh, but we need a second key for it. Ah! See, that's where the sticky wicket comes into all that. But that's okay. There we go. And we got the last piece of cake. We didn't really accomplish any of the goals in this board, which is slightly disappointing. But we did get access to the last cutscene, which we'll go ahead and check out. Why not? Shoot, do you guys see Bazooka anywhere? That's his dog, by the way, his wiener dog. I'm getting worried. Uh-oh, well, look at this. The Boogan King. Duh, were you always this dense, or did you take lessons? Whatever, give me my cake. As you can see, very light-hearted humor, guys. Hee, silly man people in their sugar lust. When you wake, do yourself a favor and go home. Out here you'll find only pain, hardship, and dance. And God dang it, Dennis, what was that you? Apologies, my liege, it's the cheese. I told you not to eat that, never eat the cheese! Let's get out of here, I want to go get that puppy. Pet that puppy, I guess. Farewell, little one. Oh, you were defeated. I guess. I don't know. What happened? Eek, where'd they go? Dagnabbit, I don't speak Speakle. She says they went this way, further into the frosty hills of Powder Peaks. Come on, everyone's waiting. Powder Peaks, well, I guess it's a good thing I brought my hat. Okay, let's go. And that gives us access to more puzzles and probably a new shop and more monsters and more side quests. That I will go ahead and show really quick, and then I'm going to go and just want to show you what this all looks like. See, there's a lot of levels here. I guess that guy is in the side quest right there. And it looks like there's quite a few levels here also. There is a shop somewhere, I think. I'm not 100% sure yet. So let's go check out the main town area. Now that we've kind of progressed in the story a little bit. This is where you kind of can talk to NPCs and get access to certain items that you wouldn't be able to normally find. For instance, the gold coins, or you may trade in an item with somebody else. Basically, I think like this guy was looking for, legends tell of a terrifying beast that dwells in the Powder Peaks, able to freeze a man's soul with its minty fresh breath. But then again, the legends also tell of a creature that wants to be heavyweight champion of Gogopo. So there's that. Like this chick wants cake. This chick wants, I think some sort of, milk? I figured out some of the villagers might like a nice frosty snow cone. Okay. So I guess she wants to sell snow cones. And basically you can kind of interact with people in the village and basically kind of talk to them. And get access to different kinds of things, guys. Like, these are the guys I gave the worm to, which allowed me to give access to that secret area. There's also other secrets in the game, like a graveyard, which who knows what that leads to. And there's just a lot of hidden secret stuff. The only thing that kind of bugs me about this is that the main guy, Niko here, moves so incredibly slow. So it's kind of a pain to traverse through the entire town. A run button would have done wonders for these kinds of scenes, just to kind of just you know, slow things, you know, make things faster, I should say, not slow things down. Things are pretty slow already here in town enough. But yes, you can go into houses, and the houses have their own little, sometimes they have their own puzzles. Like, I need to find a key for this, but I don't know exactly where it is. Probably need some sort of costume to get access to it, which will probably give me access to another quest or another monster. Who knows? There's a lot of secret stuff hidden in this game, guys. But yeah, that's basically everything you have to expect as far as the town goes, guys. Musically, sound-wise, it's cute. Again, adorable. It doesn't bug me. It's not nagging on my ears. I think the music's actually, you know, it's kind of pleasant. It's nice, all right? You got a problem with that? It's nice, man. Let's go ahead and do one snow level, and then we'll call this video here, I think. Shatter that. Okay. You shattered that. And now we got access to... Oh, wait. You know what? You need to push this. Oh, we can't. Okay, so we need to figure out how to use this particular brick for some reason. So if I were to try to wake him up, he wouldn't see me over the spikes. So that's interesting there. So we got that. Where's the bunny man? Bunny man, where you at? Bunny man is trapped behind some crystal, but he can go in here. Ah. So now we have him pressing that switch. Why would we want him to get out of that area? Huh. Let's see. Let's figure this out. Let's see if we can figure this out here. Maybe we want him to You know what I bet we want him to do? I bet we want him to shatter that. Okay, he's gonna fall asleep there. Oh, I did not move fast enough. Dang it! Alright, maybe a run button would be... I say run button for the town itself, guys. Maybe not the puzzles. That might give you somewhat of an unfair advantage. I will say that. But just for the town. Just the town. Okay, so there we go. He opens that. He hits that. We only need to edge our way in there just a little tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. There we go. He smashes that now. Can he smash that crystal for us? No, he cannot. But we can grab that key. Oh, he hit our friend! Oh no, I wasn't paying attention. Oh well. Well, we'll definitely get to this puzzle a little bit later on. It looks like we have to eat all the cake, collect all the coins, guys. And like I said, the puzzles can be a little challenging. And definitely it's very entertaining and, you know, visually cute, as you'll eventually get a monster that can puke rainbows, and all the monsters have kind of wacky abilities, guys. But like I said at the beginning, Monsters is a great, cute puzzle game, but you just have to be aware of the cutesy elements. It's a fantastic game for kids, and I highly recommend it to anyone with children. It is very well made and not an eyesore even after playing it, you know, for hours on end. There's no bugs or glitches to speak of. Only thing I can recommend, which like I said earlier, I wish there was a run button, at least for the main town area. Maybe not in the puzzles, but definitely while milling about town. And like I mentioned earlier, you can go ahead and get Monsters 8 My Birthday Cake right now on Steam, or if you want, pick it up on your mobile device, as they are virtually pretty much the same thing. I don't think there is any difference to the mobile version or the PC version. I'm not sure if there's microtransactions, but you may want to double check that yourself before you purchase. So as always, big thanks to the developer and the publisher for a chance to review this game. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe and I'll keep bringing you awesome games, guys. Till next time, play more indie games.